जय गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जनवल्लभा यशोदनन्दन व्रजनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारि यमुनतीरावनचारि जय राम राम जय हरि जय Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 7, Text 35. Four, 730. Yes. Siddhaya Ujahu Ayam Tat Katamrishta Piyushanadhyam Yam Tat Katamrishta Piyushanadhyam Mano Varanaha Klesha Davagnidabdaha मनोवरानः क्लेशदावाग्निदग्धः तृषार्तो तृषार्तो अगाधो न संसारधावम् तृषार्तो अवद्धो न संसारधावम् न निष्क्रमति ब्रह्म संप्रपन्नवान्नाम् नानिष्क्रमति ब्रह्म संप्रपन्नवान्नाम् अयं तत्कथमिष् अयम् अयं तत् अयं तत्कथमिष्टपीयूषणाद्यम् मनोवराणः क्लेशधावाभिदग्धः तृषार्तवाग्दो न संसारधावा न निष्करमति ब्रह्म सम्प्रपन्नवान्नः सिद्धाऊचुः अयं तत्कथमिष्टपीयूषणाद्यम् मनो क्लेशदावाग्निदग्धः तृषार्तो वाग्दो न संसारधावम् नानिष्कृतमति ब्रह्म सम्पन्नवान्नः सिद्धावुजुः अयं तत्कथामिष्टपीयूषमाद्यम् मनोवारणः क्लेशदावाग्निदग्धः तृषार्तो अवग्धो न सस्मारदाव न निष्क्रमति ब्रह्म सम्प्रपन्नवन्नः. Word for the meaning. Siddha, the Siddhas, Ujuhu, prayed. Ayam, this, Tat Katha, your pastimes. Mrishta, pure, Piyusha, of nectar. Nadyam, the river. Mana, of the mind. Varanaha, the elephant. Klesha, suffering. Dava Agni, by the forest fire. Dagdaha, burnt. Trisha, thirst. Artaha, afflicted. Avagadaha, being immersed. Nas, na sasmara, does not remember. Devam, sorry, Davam, the forest fire or miseries. Nanishkramati, not come out. Brahma, the absolute. Samprapannavat, like having merged. Na, our translation and purport by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Siddhas prayed like an elephant that has suffered in the forest fire, but can forget all its troubles by entering a river. Our minds, O Lord, always merged in the nectarian river of your transcendental pastimes, and they desire never to leave such transcendental bliss, which is as good as pleasure of merging in the absolute. Purport. So I'll repeat the last line. They desire never to leave such transcendental bliss, which is as good as the pleasure of merging in the absolute. Purport. This statement is from Siddhas, the inhabitants of Siddhaloka, where 8 kinds of material perfection are complete. The residents of Siddhaloka have full control of 8 kinds of yogic perfection. But from their statement, it appears that they are pure devotees. They always merge in the nectarian river of hearing of the pastimes of the Lord. Hearing of the pastimes of the Lord is called Krishna Katha. Similarly, there is a statement by Prahlad Maharaj that those who are always merged in the ocean of the nectar of describing the Lord's pastimes, are liberated and having no fear of mental condition of life. The Siddhas say that the mind of an ordinary person is full of anxiety. The example is given of the elephant who have suffered in the forest fire and who enters into the river for relief. If a person who is suffering in the forest fire of material existence will only enter into the nectarian river of the description of the pastimes of the Lord, they will forget all the troubles of the miserable material existence. The Siddhas do not care for future activities, such as performing sacrifices, achieving the good results. They simply merge in the transcendental discussion of the pastimes of the Lord. That makes them completely happy without care for the pious or impious activities. For those who are always in Krishna consciousness, there is no need to perform any kind of pious or impious activities or pious or impious sacrifices or activities. Krishna consciousness itself is complete, for it includes all the processes praised in the Vedic scriptures. ओमज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागना रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सागना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः कं करोति वाचालं भङ्गं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरोन् दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् हरे कृष्ण. So, thanks for joining. So, in this verse, Siddhas, the residents of Siddhaloka, they are praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Basically, I'm not sure the Siddhas are also the part of the this Acharya. Basically, they might be right. Generally, Siddhas are in the different abode. Of course, it is Satyaiva, right? Because that way they can come, anyone can, everything is very pious. Okay, so even if the personalities like Indra and Brahma, they are coming to sacrifices, means they might also be invited from Siddhalokas. So Siddhaloka personalities, who are in Siddhaloka are like they have achieved the siddhis. Siddhis means like generally they say 8 kinds of siddhis. Anima, anima means the ability to make one's body as small as atom. They can become very small. So he said Hanuman is like a Ashtasiddhi. He has Ashtasiddhi. So when he went to Lanka, he became like very small, like a thumb-sized monkey. So and Mahima, the ability to make one's body as large as anything. So he also displayed this, like Angada, I think. Angada, he displays this Siddhi in the assembly of Ravana. So he take the peace message of Ram to Ravana, saying that okay, now this is the final peace proposal. If you return Mother Sita, there will be no war. Then Ravana insults Ram and Angada and everybody. Then what does Angada do? He just puts his leg like this. You are boasting of your powerful warriors. Ravana says, no, you forest dwellers, who are you fighting with? We have the armies, we are so powerful. Huh? Like just one monkey did something. Of course, we can deal with that monkey later. Like that, he tries to boost the false confidence of the Rakshasas in the assembly and minimize the strength of the other side. What does Angad do? Angad places his right foot like this. So I challenge you, all the members of all the powerful warriors of this assembly, if anybody can lift my leg, or move my leg, I place here, I'll accept defeat and we'll cancel the war. So everybody tries, except Ravana, everybody tries. Like there are Indrajit, Prasen, all those powerful warriors on the side of uh, uh, Ravan. Everybody tries, and they were not able to move. And finally, Ravan thought, okay, this is my, like I only have to deal with this. And Ravana comes down from his throne. So, and he was about to touch the leg of Angada. And Angada just removes the leg and says, "Hey, you fool, instead of holding my leg, go and hold Ram's leg. You will be saved." Like that, uh, he insults him and he uh, takes the crown of the Ravan and then throws until it falls in the Ram's camp. So that is the crown which Ram keeps on Vibhishan. So that is means he perfected that ability to make one's body larger than anything. Where like Lagima, that is Lagima. Mahima means Hanuman actually exhibited this Mahima like on his way to Lanka, right? When not Surasa, yeah, Surasa comes in the form of a demon. She says, everybody who comes in front of me, they have to enter into my mouth. So, like, then Hanuman says, okay, your mouth is so small. Then this Surasa, he expands his mouth. Now it is as big as you come and enter. Then Hanuman increases his size. Still, this Surasa also increases her mouth. Hanuman becomes 10 yojanas, 20 yojanas, 100 yojanas, like that, he goes on increasing. And Surasa also, she is also Devata, right? She is also goddess. She keep on increasing. And finally, Hanuman becomes Lagima. He uses Anima Siddhi and he becomes like a thumb size and quickly enter into her mouth and comes out. And he says, see, I fulfilled your Brahmaji's, what do you call it? Benediction also. I entered into your mouth. Now you have to let me go. So then Surasa was very satisfied with Hanuman's intelligence and she blesses Hanuman and sends away. So that is uh, Mahima. And Lagima is exhibited by Angada. And Garima, the ability to become very dense, means like ability to become very heavy. That is Garima. Lagima means weightless. Like now, Lagima means weightless. Garima means, yeah, sorry. Angada exhibited Garima. Lagima means become as light as feather. Like they can fly in the air, just like that. So, like if you see the personalities, like now, Hanuman also, he flew from there to here, right? It's because his body is weightless, no, and then even the Rakshas like Vibhishan, they flew from Lanka to and they are in the sky until Lord Ram invites him to the ground. They are standing in the air. Means they exhibit uh, that ability of Lagima and Garima is our Angad and Prapti, ability to make anything happen that one desires. Basically, this Siddhi means they can get anything from anywhere. There's, like for example, if you go to some yogis, right? They say, "What do you want? I want some HMT watch." They'll just put a hand like this and then give HMT watch. No, this was the actual exit. And I want gold. They put like this and then gold ornament will come. It doesn't mean that he actually taking the gold ornament. There is somewhere where he knows and he just grabs from there and then gives it to him. So that is called Prapti. Prakamya means the ability to go anywhere in the world. So this is exhibited by Kardam Muni, right? On his plane, he travels to all the places. And Narad Muni also, he also exhibits this siddhi of Prakamya. They can go to anywhere. That's why when Shukadeva Goswami starts Bhagavatam class, suddenly lot of sages come from all over the world. Why they immediately they know what's happening there and they wanted to attend that Bhagavatam session. They come from everywhere. So then Ishitva means the ability to control the natural forces of material elements. Means they can control the natural forces. Means they can, if they want to, if it is hot, they can make it cool. it is cool, they can make it hot, or they can like in the wars also like the warriors use this this as for their astras. They use Varnastra, Vayu Astra. So that they use the natural elements in the form of astras to to do their job as per their will. So yogis also they have the ability to control the natural forces or material elements. And then eighth one is Vasishtva, is the ability to influence anyone. What means Vash karna, Vashitva. So they can make things happen. They can read your mind. They can control you. They can make things happen accordingly. So these are the eight siddhis: Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Garima, Prapti, Prakamya, Ishitva, Vashitva. So these the residents of Siddhaloka, they are fully perfect in these all Ashtasiddhis. That's how they get promoted to Siddhaloka. So basically, Siddhaloka is higher than Sargaloka. So, but even though they have all these mystic powers, they are not interested in enjoying them. They are not. They don't use for their sense gratification. If somebody gives that any of us that all Ashtasiddhis, what we do immediately we use. Okay, now I want to go to like Superman, and then I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Niagara, like that. Wherever, wherever you want to go, you go. I want this, I want that. They use for sense gratification. So basically, what is the difference between the residents of heavenly planets and the Siddhalokas are? Siddhas are always engaged in performing tapasya. They want to perfect their life. See, this is a gradation. Like somebody in the heavenly planets, what is this position? They have performed so much of pious activities that their pious activities cannot be reciprocated by the material nature in this earthly planet. Then they are sent to the heavenly planets. There they can enjoy unlimitedly. So as they enjoy, keep on enjoying, their creative balance goes on declining. So once they fully enjoy their quota, then they have to fall down again. Martyalokam Vishanti. The same with the hellish planets also. Somebody does too much of bad karma that they cannot be punished in this material world. See, our material body can only withstand some amount of pleasure, some amount of pain. If the pleasure is more, like for example, somebody likes to eat gulab jamun, there it can take any kind of pleasure. It can be eating, sleeping, mating, or any kind of pleasures. Our body can only withstand certain amount of limits. Beyond that, it cannot handle it. That's why if you see, when Mahaprabhu or in the Chaitanya Lila also, the devotees are become ecstatic, they become unconscious because the body is not able to support that kind of symptoms, that kind of ecstasies. So our material body has limitations, either for pleasure or for pain. Even for pain also, how it is like now. That's why they call it third degree. The police they are trained how to torture. First degree torture, second degree torture, third degree torture. Above third degree, immediately the person will die. So the police will take up to third degree level, and if the pain level goes beyond third degree, means it is very dangerous. You have to stop it immediately so that this person will recuperate. Again, he will be ready for more torture. So, so our body has limitations for both pleasure and pain. Like if you want to eat like gulab jamuns, you can take 5, 10, 15, at most 100 gulab jamuns. You cannot eat thousands or 10,000 gulab jamuns. You cannot eat anything and everything as your wish. Our body has limitation. Our stomach can hold little bit only. Okay. So, but a person in the heavenly planets can do sense gratification as much as he wants. He can keep on eating until his time is over. if he likes eating, if he likes mating, if he likes enjoying dancing, singing, anything, any kind of enjoyment, drinking also alcohol. If somebody drinks too much alcohol, immediately their liver will be gone. So like that. So the residents in the heavenly planets, they are enjoying their good karma. But the residents of Siddha planets, they understood that this material world is useless. I have to perfect my life and then go back to Godhead. But the problem is, not all the Siddha Loka residents are pure devotees. Unless one is a pure devotee, one cannot go back to Godhead. They will be kept in the Siddha Loka. Okay, you want to do Ashtanga Yoga, you do Ashtanga Yoga, you will get 8 siddhis, and you can, like, they even the Ashtanga yogis, they know the siddhis. These siddhis are only distraction. So if one tries to use the siddhis for the sake of selfish reasons, then they will lose their tapas shakti. We know, right? In the Vishwamitra pastime, Vishwamitra performed tapasya for so many years, and he accumulated so much of tapopal, means the power of austerities. And immediately Menaka came, he united with her, and he lost all tapasya. Then next, he again performed tapasya for 1,000 years. Next time Ramba comes, he becomes angry on her and he burns her with fiery eyes. Then he loses for anger. So the third time he again does 1,000 years tapasya, and this time Indra comes as Chandala to ask for food. So Vishwamitra calmly gives the food and then they stays peaceful. Then he becomes eligible for the position of Brahmarshi. So means anything that is used for the sake of sense gratification, for the sake of selfish pleasures, or anything, if a person comes under the influence of um, Ashtavikaras, means Kama, Krodha, Loha, Moha, Mada, Masira, these 6 anarthas, that person will degrade himself. That person will lose his spiritual progress or uh, this yogic power. So, but Siddhas, they understand that all the siddhis are simply distraction. If they use these powers for the sake of sense gratification, they will use their power, they will use their progress in the Ashtanga Yoga process. So that's why they just keep on, they only enjoy the austerities, they only uh, try to experience the spiritual pleasure. So that kind of persons are now praying to the Supreme Lord, saying that this material world is hellish. This material world is Davanala, means forest, it's like forest fire. Like we daily sing, right? Samsara Davanala Lida Loka. Means this material world is like forest fire. Why it is like forest fire? You have happiness, you'll get attachment. You have distress, you'll get raga dvesha. Means uh, that's why Krishna says Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nashochati na Kankshati. Means he doesn't desire or he doesn't lament also. If you gain something, you desire more and more. Somebody give you some little bit of respect, then you said, I want more respect, more. Somebody, some sense gratification. You look for more and more sense gratification. If you are not satisfied with the sense gratification that is available, and if that is lost, like if you have wealth and that wealth is lost, then you lament. Na shvachati na kankshati. But a person who is in the platform of Brahman, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na shvachati na kankshati. So that person will be equanimous. He doesn't lament or he doesn't desire also. So that is the position. So, but the Siddhas, even though they are on the platform, they actually are describing because they already passed through all this, they are witnessed all the situations. how the material world is so much of distress. You have pleasures, still you have insecurities. If you don't have pleasures, you have insecurity out due to our hankering. So, in any case, you're happy or healthy, unhealthy, happy or you're poor or rich, you are healthy or you are beautiful, not beautiful, you are young or old. Everybody is in distress, everybody is suffering. One person is suffering out of anxiety of losing that he had, and another person is suffering due to lamentation. So, like that, in this material world, this suffering cannot be avoided at any cost. So, but these siddhas, they now they say that okay, my dear Lord, I'll repeat the translation. So, the siddhas are saying by entering into the rivers of the Lord, just like an elephant entering the river is free from the forest sphere of mental existence, by entering into the transcendental pastimes, they their desire never to live means when once we discuss the pastimes of Krishna, that will actually put us on the platform of absolute. Means it is like as good as attaining the Sahyajya Mukti. So that's why Shivrava says, right? Our ISKCON temples are embassies of spiritual world. So means what's happening in the spiritual world? Everything. Like what happens in the temple? Service to Krishna, singing, glorifying Krishna, discussing Krishna Katha, and then dancing, kirtan, and nice loving relationship among the devotees without the envy. So that kind of atmosphere, it's as good as the spiritual world, as good as we are in the Vaikuntha Loka or the Goloka Vrindavan, where everybody is connected through the love of loving devotion service towards Krishna. What is the center of everything? Here, Prabhupada is actually, we are all serving Prabhupada in serving Radha Gopijana Vallabha. Prabhupada is serving Radha Gopijana and we are all assisting Prabhupada. That is the mood. So, and we are all bound by such a loving devotion. But like this is absent outside. We don't, this kind of envy, hatred, or no, that kind of anarthas are absent in this material world. So, and the Prabhupada is highlighting that Krishna conscious life is the perfection. Means if somebody who performs this bhakti in the association of devotees, in the Krishna consciousness, they will automatically attain all the perfection. They will be free from all the anxieties, and they will be because they meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not only the pastimes of Krishna means not only the pastimes from Srimad Bhagavatam, but also the activities performed with Krishna in the center. As a service to devotees, as a service to spiritual master, those are all Krishna conscious activities. So when we do all our activities for the sake of pleasure of Krishna, then we're as good as merging into the absolute. So that's why Siddhas are praying that the only relief for a person in this middle existence is to be Krishna conscious. Prabhupada also highlights that. Prahlad Maharaj also prays. What is the easiest way to keep the sufferings of this material world away is to be satisfied with whatever comes on its own accord, to not to hanker for happiness. Na shochati, na kankshati. He doesn't desire anything and doesn't lament for what he lost. That is the best way to be happy in this material world. So, but if we are not satisfied with whatever its own accord, then we can endeavor by entering into the nectarian pastimes of Krishna, performing the devotional service, being Krishna conscious, and progressing our spiritual life in the Krishna conscious way. That endeavor we can keep. That endeavor will not keep us in the platform of na shochati na kankshati. The more you desire for Krishna, the more you progress in the spiritual life. So what we have to do is spiritualize our desires. Then we'll be free from all the sufferings while staying in this material world. Okay. So that's what I can think of. If anybody have any questions or comments, can you wait? Anybody have any questions or comments? You can give also, yeah. Siddhis, yeah, see, Siddhis are distraction, Prabhu. So, like, see, why we need Siddhis? Material desires. Krishna is not satisfied with the Siddhis. See, like in Vaikuntha Loka, they can get anything like this. They don't have to clean the floor, they don't have to do mixing, grinding, cooking, all those things. And just do like this. But Krishna is more satisfied in Golok Vrindavan, where everything is done manually. No Gopas will exhibit siddhis. They they do cow farming, they milk cows, they cook, they decorate all those things. So it is said that in Vaikuntha Loka they don't have dust to sweep also. But in Golok Vrindavan, they have everything. It's like a village. Golok Vrindavan is like a village setup. Nice, small houses, cows, and then fields, and they go for grazing. And what does Krishna like the most? Original personality of Godhead is in Golok Vrindavan. So siddhis or powers are simply distraction. Means you don't need them to please Krishna. Why we need something which we don't need to please Krishna? If we are not pleasing Krishna means we are pleasing our senses, our false ego. I did this because if somebody respect me, I will, okay, you get all wealth, I'll give all wealth. Okay. Means we are actually imitating Krishna. It is said, na, like even the creation is also one kind of enemy towards Krishna. Oh Krishna, not only you, I am also can create. So that kind of enemy. Like if we have this siddhis, then we try to compete with Krishna or compete with others. So yeah, we don't need siddhis for making spiritual progress. It's simply distraction. That's why there are some devotees who actually they wanted, like even though they got promotion, they didn't take that promotion because they said, I will not be, if I get promoted, I'll have more responsibilities. I will not have time for my bhakti. So I'm satisfied with whatever I'm there. So that way, like material things, as long as they are good, as long as we have the ability to dovetail them or use them. Otherwise, simply they are simply distraction toward spiritual progress. So, like name, fame, wealth, beauty, or scholarly position, they they will tend us to make offenses. If you have something, some managerial skills, some nice singing, nice dancing, or nice playing instruments, then immediately you will have this superior mentality. That is, that then we lose the position of Trunala Prasiddhishana. When can we chant holy name of Krishna with wholeheartedly? Yes, Trunala Prasiddhishana, Tarorapi Saishna. Then we'll lose that position and we'll thinking that I'm better than this person. I have the authority. I have that kind of false, what do you call it? Ankar, false prestige, false identification. We get swayed away by all those materialistic things. So all the siddhis are simply distraction. We don't need siddhis. When we have whatever Krishna gives us, we have to be satisfied with them, and we do our best to serve Krishna. That way we are fully occupied and engaged, and then that way we go back to Godhead. Why, even though great devotees, even though they have the like you see our Goswamis, they had so much of wealth. Why they give up everything? Because they found everything is like distraction. They didn't think that, oh, right now I have like boatloads of gold coins. I'll just use for Krishna propagating Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. No, they just think that these are distractions. They gave away 50% to family, 50% to all the charity. And they went to Vrindavan. They sat underneath each tree every day. And then they performed their bhakti. And for their well-being, for their sustenance, they just begged some, like, no, little bit here and there, and then they performed their bhakti. So, like anything which is not conducive for our spiritual life is a distraction, and it is better to avoid all those distractions. Like this one Baba is there, right? What is his name? He's young boy. He's making some magical things. Bhageshwar. He went to Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and he said, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, hey, jadoo ki tu chodo, Krishna Bhakti Bhagwan. What does he do? Anybody comes in front of him, he reads, oh, what is your problem? You are this person, you are this. And he tells about them, their problem, and all those things. And they say, I'll pray for you. Means it's a kind of reading mind. That and he's getting popularity and all those things. Of course, he's engaging in everything in Krishna service. I don't know, but hopefully, Gopal Krishna Maharaj says, "ये सब छोड़ो, भक्ति में लगाओ." And this person, Bhageshwar Prabhu, he took the blessings of Gopal, touched his feet, and then means he took the humble position in front of devotees. So means these are distractions. This unnecessary name, fame, all those things are distractions. And if you don't have the ability to dwell properly in Krishna consciousness. See, like a person having like very poor, having only $1,000. When he gives charity, like when a person is like always Sridhar, he gives charity 50% of he goes in charity. What is the 50%? Nothing. But when a person becomes a millionaire, he will definitely will not be able to give half of his property in charity. But what does Krishna say? Krishna says, how much Krishna doesn't say how much you give. Krishna says how much you withhold. That much you want to enjoy in this material world. So okay, keep continuing like that he says. So when somebody who was in a distressful situation, who are living in an end-to-end situation, they in one sense they are fortunate. They can contribute whatever they have in the service of Krishna. Wholeheartedly and take shelter of Krishna. Rather than like somebody who get too much of wealth, what does he do? He may go greater service, but he most of the time they get distracted. They finally sometimes they give up their Krishna consciousness also. So what is the use of this kind of material opulences? Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. Yeah, my adhikar. Antarashrimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna online. Anybody have any questions? Sorry, I forgot. Any questions or comments online?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.